So I'm doing 2 broadcasts in one day, and I told you why in the last show. It's because I'm stuck at home. It's like I'm trapped. It's like I'm in home jail and I can't go anywhere just because I have to. Anyway, we'll talk about it during the show. But the only difference in this show and the first one I did today, I have my loyal and trusted co-host, Miss Allie Top.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com. Winnie the Pooh is based on psychological problems. Pooh has an eating disorder. Piglet suffers from anxiety. Tigger has ADD. Rabbit suffers from OCD. Eeyore battles major depression. Christopher Robin must be a drug addict if his stuffed animals talk to him.
No beloved childhood characters were harmed in the making of this ringtone. Well, at least not intentionally. Pooh did try to eat Piglet, and of course this worried Piglet until he died. Tigger couldn't stop shaking Rabbit's hand, and of course that drove Rabbit insane. And Eeyore hung himself because he couldn't deal with the fact that Christopher Robin was a drug addict.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that rap back in 1970. We didn't know about the World Wide Web, was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean frickin' view. How the hell are you, world?
And I'm the one and only Allie Top, the best darn co-host you ever saw.
The most loyal sidekick you'll ever see.
Oh, man, every time I hear the word sidekick, I think of freaking Robin.
You're my Robin.
I don't want to be Robin, man. I want to be like Wonder Woman or something cool.
And I'm your Batman.
But Robin's a douchebag.
I'm your Batman.
Robin's a... Can I...
Have you seen Rachel?
Can I be the Joker to your Batman? Because I feel like...
No, that would make us enemies.
Well, yeah, but...
We would fight all the time.
Sometimes on the show we go back and forth, so...
Yeah, we don't pull knives on each other and
we're
batterings.
We're like friendly rivals. I don't even know if you can call it rivals, but it's like, sometimes we'll be like, no, you stop. No, you stop.
Okay. I'm afraid Maggie's going to fall on your head.
If that happens, I haven't written out a will yet.
I don't know what the weight limit to that shelf is above your head that Maggie sits on.
That would suck if live on air I got dead. Well,
I
guess it would
pounds.
suck anyway. But
probably about 5. She's probably like 12 pounds or something. She's big.
Yeah.
She's big fluffy.
They call me Big Fluffy because I'm fluffy and I'm big.
And I'm fat. Big fluffy.
I love that cat.
I hope she doesn't understand us because that could be harmful.
Apparently, they have like cat whisperers and stuff, and you pay them actual money to come and like talk to your cat for you, like cat interpreters. And one person.
So could we pay them to like call Maggie fat?
Well, the thing is, like, there was one where one owner was like, "My cat is so fat," and then the cat whisperer was like, "Your cat doesn't appreciate that." So the cat knows that we're calling him fat.
Oh, great! That's why she threatens me all the time. That's why she doesn't like me.
I call her fat sometimes too. I used to call her. I used to be like, "She's chubby."
She should get out and walk with us.
She should.
Yeah, I want to say hi to Don. He's in the chat.
Hello.
The free COO on Sirius XM radio.
Yeah.
He talks about all that stuff that's way over my head. He's like a really smart business guy, so intelligent, and one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet.
He could teach us a few things about business.
I'm not a business guy at all. I mean, I just do stuff, and I don't know. I mean, I should try to figure out a way to make money at things that I do, but I don't know. I just enjoy doing it, and I just do it.
Yeah, I would like to learn more about stuff. Like right now, I'm at the point where I just like being an entertainer.
Yeah. That's why we need to, like, hire somebody to take care of all that for us.
Right.
Yeah. So, Don, by the way.
So, Don.
So, we
I
have
have a
proposition
for
for you, Don.
A deal you can't refuse.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about some stuff that happened at the CMA Fest this year during the WABA Award, hashtag WABA Awards 2017.
You know, if you say hashtag, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I know. But, well, I mean, people could look for it, maybe.
Bruh.
I'm just saying. I mean, I've been hashtagging it the whole time. It kind of fits now in my mind.
If you say hashtag, that's as bad as, okay, so I don't know if my mom's going to be
I
listening.
hashtag love you.
I don't know if my mom's going to be listening because I put the link up on my page, but Mom, if you're listening, I always think it's funny when you send me text messages that say hashtag on
In
it.
a text?
Yes. She'll be like, I'm watching hashtag Survivor.
Hashtag called you out.
I think it's hilarious because, like, I don't know if she understands the point of a hashtag or not. Maybe she does, but she thinks it's funny. I don't know.
Well, it's okay if she doesn't. It's cute.
I may have already called her out on it. I think I have on the phone before, but yeah, I think it's funny. So I hope she keeps doing it.
Oh, whatever, Don. You're a modest guy. He said his head's swelling. I don't believe that for a second. So I'm wondering, because you usually have your poker tournament, Don, whenever we go on and do our CMA Fest thing. So did you win a few million this time?
I mean, $1 billion.
Yeah. She put her pinky on her.
Oh, no. I just hit my pinky up. I just put my own pinky up. Why did I do that?
She hates it when I do that. She just did it herself. Oh. I'm rubbing off on you.
I'm becoming a hypocrite.
I'm rubbing off on you, Allie Top.
Put it down. Put your hand down.
We're going to play a few clips today from the awards ceremony if you haven't seen it. Now, if you had a chance to go, then you were able to mark several things off your bucket list. One of which would have been a red carpet pictures, interviews, thanks to Nashville Entertainment Weekly. And I do want to thank the Holiday Inn and the Commodore Grill for setting us up this year. Great experience. We were kind of poolside because people were walking through the lobby in their swim trunks and bikinis and stuff.
You kept saying you wanted to do like a cannonball in there.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Drink me a Bahama Mama.
Bahama Mama.
Yeah, and jump in there. But I want to thank them for that. But you got to mark off a red carpet ceremony. You got to mark off an award show, which is a big deal. You got to mark off, I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Just say it.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, everybody
our
knows
listeners
now.
know.
You got to mark off a surprise proposal and a surprise wedding. Now, I think what makes this different than most surprise weddings is I think most of the time the bride and groom are in on it, but the guests don't know. But this time, the bride didn't know.
Everybody knew but me.
So if you haven't seen the video yet, make sure if you're friends with me, go to my page and just search for the video, the real long video. We Facebook Live the whole thing. It's a couple hours. But the proposal is actually at the end if you want to see it, and we'll play some audio from it on the show. If you're not my friend on Facebook, I believe I shared it to the Chris Top Program Facebook page as well, so you can go there and check that out. And I'd love for you to join the Voices in My Head, and that just consists of you going to thechris.program.com and taking part in the chat box. Because we'd love some questions and some congratulations on this show today.
Oh, yeah. I'm always up for a good question.
And if you're frantically searching for the chat box and you don't know what I'm talking about, that means you're listening on iHeartRadio or Stitcher or Player FM or a bunch of other places. Blueberry. I mean, there's a lot.
And you missed half the experience.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm glad you're listening. And if that's the only way you can do it, and if you like, maybe you like to download it, and who would work out to our show?
I actually probably would because I can't fall asleep to it. I get hyped off of the show. I can't fall asleep to it.
I thought you listened to that crazy music that you listen to sometimes.
What crazy music?
What's it called? Dubstep.
Oh, yeah, I love dubstep. But recently I've been listening to a lot of parody songs.
Yeah.
we were in the studio the other day, and I just started playing a whole list of parody songs.
Yep. I feel like there's like little red hot needles sticking in my ear whenever I hear dubstep. I don't know.
I freaking love dubstep. That's
I just don't
one
like
of those
it.
areas we don't agree on.
Yeah, I guess so. But we're going to talk about the CMA Fest and all the good stuff going on that we did. And it was pretty good. Let's see. Don says he was at WSOP in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago. He goes back on Thursday.
Oh, so there's like round 2 or what?
Oh, well, tell your mom I said happy 90th birthday.
Oh, dang.
So, yeah, he's got some good genes, Don does. I guess he's going to live to be like 150 or something.
I wish I had those genes.
I know, man. Did she eat birthday cake? That's what I want to know. And if she did you save me a piece?
The answer is probably no to the second.
Probably
yes
no.
to the first, no to the second.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, I hear stories all the time about people that live that long. They just eat what they want and live how they want. And, you know, I mean, is that even true?
What do you mean, is it true?
Well, I mean, people...
Why would it be a lie?
Because people eat healthy and they exercise and stuff. I mean, and then... I don't know. It doesn't make sense in my head that somebody can just live the way they want and live to be like 100.
Because maybe they took care of themselves and then now they're 100 and they're like, okay.
Now they just eat cake and smoke cigars and drink vodka.
My family's gone. My friends are gone. Screw it. I'm just going
to
eat unhealthy.
I'm going to enjoy my life while I still can. Okay, now we did a show yesterday, but we just set up the equipment again and my computer updated and the show just, it wasn't worth broadcasting sound-wise. So,
no, it was bad.
So we deleted that. One of the things that I brought up in yesterday's show, and we're going to get to the CMA Fest stuff in a minute, but one of the things that I brought up, and I think Allie might have a difference of opinion.
Oh, are we going to talk
this.
about you know who?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring it up one more time, because technically we haven't brought it up yet.
Right, technically, no.
Yeah, so I've been thinking about, and I'm not gonna get political because I don't do that on this show, but I do want to bring up Sean Hannity.
Somebody call Sean Hannity.
And see, most people don't even know what you're talking about, but it's funny. It's funny, though.
Most people, if you listen to Shmo Yoho, you know what I'm talking about.
But anyway, I feel like, how did I even put this yesterday? I'm a little bit ashamed of Sean Hannity just because of the way he's approaching the latest situation. And hang on a second. Let me come back. I'm going to get my thoughts together because I think I did okay yesterday.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous at all. I have to gather my thoughts in my head. But first, before I talk about that, let's just go ahead and play a little ad and show some love to Magnolia Emporium.
Ooh la la.
And you know, Allie, there's actually a reason. There's a reason that I think we're going to get along in our new lives together. And it's because I know women.
Oh, do you?
I do. I do know women.
5 deadly terms used by women. Number 1.
Fine.
This is the word women use to end an argument when she knows she's right and you need to shut up. Number 2.
Nothing.
Means something and you need to be worried. Number 3.
Go ahead.
This is a dare, not permission. Do not do it. Number 4.
Whatever.
A woman's way of saying screw you. Number 5.
That's okay.
She is thinking long and hard on how and when you will pay for your mistake.
Did you ever think you could afford an interior designer?
No, way too expensive. Besides, I've got style.
If you had style, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Ouch. Interior designers are for rich people.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Aquarium? Is that like for some crazy flower fish?
No, Magnolia Emporium. Randy's clients range from nurses and teachers to musicians, actors, and even some royalty thrown in there.
Oh, I'd be on the royalty side.
You really don't have any swag, do you?
No, I don't.
That's where Randy comes in. He listens to exactly what you want, whether it's spoken or unspoken.
Okay, if you mean he can read my mind, there's lots of things I don't want Randy to know.
No, he has a great feel for what he does.
Okay, where can I find Magnolia Emporium?
Just go to magnoliaemporium.com.
We want your space to reflect your success.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
Okay, so if you just joined today, we're not doing any interviews or anything like that. We're doing more or less an old school show. And the reason we even started doing interviews was to sort of enhance our show and to maybe bring in more listeners, but then we just kind of just started doing that all the time because it was fun. And that's just kind of how we changed over. But we thought it'd be kind of cool to go back and do an old school show where we just ramble on a little bit. And you kind of want to go back to doing some of those
I do.
off and on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking yesterday about maybe doing them once every other week or something like that.
Yeah, like we do one old school program one week, then the next week we do an interview.
Well, yeah, let's see what kind of feedback we get. If anybody says anything, if they think, they think they would like that, maybe hear our banter.
Power to the people.
I don't know. Are we interesting enough, like without a guest on the show anymore? I don't even know.
I think we're interesting. I mean,
okay, Sean Hannity. I'm a little bit ashamed of Sean Hannity, and I'm not getting political here, and I'm not taking sides. I'm not going to get into any big spiel or anything like that. So don't write me dirty letters or anything, because I don't want that. But I feel like he handled the situation wrong, where the congressman got shot at the ball practice. And I think it's good that he mentioned that it was maybe I don't know if he said this or not, but this is how it's playing out in my head. It was a hate crime toward Republicans. I mean, to me, that's what it was, and that's sort of what I came to in my own mind, I guess. But and I think it's fine to report it, but I don't like the fact that he's tying it in with other things that some Democrats have done, like Madonna threatening to blow up the White House, and then what's her name? Gifford, the comedian. Is that her name?
I don't even. Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin. I don't know, but she's holding up the fake bloody head of Donald Trump, which was stupid. She's a has-been anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then the thing in Central Park, the play where the guy was dressed up like Donald Trump. It was Julius Caesar. Is that what they were doing?
Yeah, they were doing a Julius. I don't know enough about that to talk about it.
But anyway, he's tying that in with all of this other stuff, and the other stuff's bad. And I think it's important that we know about it, and it's great that they're showing it on the news. But he's showing it every day, every episode, and it's starting to drive me crazy. But anyway, I don't think that he should have put it or lumped it all together. Because I think all that's going to do is create more hate, and more people are going to be yelling and screaming. And my thought on it was, why not try to get something good out of this, at least for one day? Maybe both parties could get along together just for one day. I mean, it could have been approached something like this. The congressman was shot. Doesn't matter if it was Republican or Democrat. What matters is an American was shot. We need to stand together. And blah blah blah. You know what I mean? I mean, there could even if it was 30 minutes, we could have gotten along. Just something nice. And I think the timing. I mean, he just jumped right into it. I think the day of or the day after it happened, and I just didn't appreciate that. He could have at least held off a day on it.
I think he even started talking about it in front of the other politicians.
Yeah, the ones that were there, they were sitting right outside the ball field. And he starts tying it all together right there, and I'm like, "Dude, come on, just give it a break for a day." But that just rubbed me the wrong way, I guess. And we watch Sean Hannity quite often, and I like the guy, but I just didn't agree with what he did and how he approached it.
I know why. I think I know him. I'm not him, so I don't know, but I think I know why he did it. And it's almost like a pattern. Like, I've seen these patterns in history before. I'm going to get out the little blackboard like Glenn Beck does. But I think he's trying to get people fired up, like people on the right. He put all these things together, like, this is what happened. And look, there's this, and this, and this. And it all kind of ties in together. And he's saying what people on the right are thinking anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's trying to get the right more fired up, because right now they're called the silent majority for a reason. It's because
fired up to what end though?
To where they can actually be more of a opponent to those on the left, I guess.
But see, that's the point I'm trying to make. We're not trying to be their opponents. We're supposed to work with them at this point. We can throw tomatoes at each other before the election, but once the election's over, we're supposed to work together for common goals and things of that nature. But this is just making it worse, I think. I mean, we're never gonna come to an agreement if we keep bickering back and forth all the time. There's got to be some common ground somewhere. And he's just throwing more fire in the flame. And I think maybe it's because of years of one party. I don't want to get political. I don't. But that's how I feel.
I think it's just because he he's speaking for people on the right. I'm sure not everybody on the right's like this, not everybody on the left's like this, but to him, people on the left are shouting and they're on the streets and they're holding signs and they're controlling the media, and the silent majority, so to speak, is, being silent, and they're kind of keeping to their own selves. And what Sean is trying to do is he's trying to rile those people up so that they can kind of have a voice.
But is he trying to get Republicans to riot and picket and, stand outside of places and set cars on fire? I mean, what's he trying to do?
I don't know if he's trying to do that,
but
I think he's trying to get their voices up to the same level at the very least.
Yeah, I don't know. But I just didn't like it. I didn't really, well, I can't say I was shocked or surprised. But anyway, Don says that the poker tournament runs from the end of May, he's answering your question, to mid-July. He says hundreds of thousands of poker players from all over the world.
Are you kicking butt, Don? Are you kicking butt?
I bet he's met some pretty interesting people out there. I bet he's taken some interesting people's money.
Probably. That's what I want to know, if he's kicking butt.
And then he laughed all the way out the door. Something I want to bring up. We've got this buddy named Craig. He's a great producer, and he has a production company that he runs with Jay Took, I think's his name. Did I say that right? I know it's Jay. I've only met Jay once. I'm not as close to Jay as I am Craig by a long shot, but it's called Across the River Productions. These guys are so good. And he sent me a text one day, like the day after, and said that he hung out with Kiefer Sutherland at Union Station all night. I guess I don't know if they jammed or just talked or what they did, but I mean, I was like, bruh, it was Kiefer Sutherland.
Bruh.
I mean, it's known that I have a man crush on Brad Pitt, but Kiefer Sutherland's a pretty close second.
He's like your side guy.
Casey Allen kind of too.
Casey Allen.
Yeah, sometimes I think I might be gay.
I think everybody likes Casey Allen.
Yeah, but anyway.
Everybody I talk to has a crush on him.
Yeah, so he met Kiefer Sutherland, and I was like, dude, if you ever meet Kiefer Sutherland again, then call me. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. You got to give me a phone call, man.
My marriage? Oh, yeah, I love my wife. We've been happily married for about 15 years now.
My marriage? Well, it was pretty good the first couple of years. I mean, we even watched the first season of 24 together, but things just got kind of weird after that.
Oh, yeah, that first season of 24, we were totally addicted. That's the whole reason we got TiVo.
I wish we would have never got TiVo, because all he wanted to do was watch the shows over and over again.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I mean, Holly watched the whole first season with me and about half the second season, but I guess she just lost interest.
Well, it's not really that I lost interest, it's just that he got way too carried away. About halfway through the second season, he bought a stopwatch and he started timing everything we did in hour-long increments, just like on the show.
The following takes place between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m.
He even did it when we were having sex, and trust me, it didn't take an hour.
By the time season 6 hit, she totally lost interest, and that's cool because everybody deserves their alone time, right?
When season 6 hit, I knew there was no turning back. I just had to get out of the house. I probably could have handled it, but he got a life-size cardboard cutout of Jack Bauer, and he put it in our bedroom.
Oh, dude, that life-size cutout of Jack Bauer, I've still got it. That thing kicks ass.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I think he has a man crush on Jack Bauer.
Wait, what? A man what? A man crush? On Jack Bauer? No, that's ridiculous. No, I don't.
By the time the last season hit, things just got way out of control. Thank God I came home when I did, because he was about to interrogate the dog. I'm not sure what he was going to do with the car battery and those pliers, and I really don't want to know.
Car battery and the pliers? What are you talking about? The dog? I don't know what you're talking about. I really, really don't.
After the 9th season was over and the series was gone, I felt like our marriage was somehow salvageable.
I have to admit, when they took 24 off the air, I was pretty destroyed.
The show had been off the air maybe a year, and he just started getting over his withdrawals.
Did I cry when the show was over? Well, I mean, when they took it off the air, it was a big deal, and I cried. I cried a lot. And I guess after I was done crying, I was in denial for a while. I kept watching the reruns as if it was the first time I ever saw the show. And then, just like in any normal relationship, the rage sets in, and I found myself arguing with the cardboard cutout. Jack, why? would you leave me? Why would you just go away, Jack?
Yeah, he cried a lot.
Yeah, I got all that out of my system, and things started to get back to normal, finally. And then we got the news.
Yeah, we got the news and it was pretty fucked up. What show goes off the air and then they bring it back? I mean, Seinfeld's not on the air, neither is Friends or MASH, and heck, Hee Haw isn't even on the air.
It was a miracle.
It was tragic.
Guaranteed 12 more episodes, and who knows, if things go well, it could be on for 9 more seasons.
I just don't think I can take another season of him dressing up like Jack Bauer and breaking down the doors of the bathroom while I'm trying to pee. He even changed the ringer on all the phones, and it sounds like we're at CTU every time my mom calls.
I don't know what it is, but sex after 24, it's amazing.
He tries to have sex with me after every episode of 24. It's bad enough that I have to call him Jack, but he wants to call me Chloe.
This has been a Chris Top, Holly Stalin production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top. Take it from the top.
Many will imitate, but there is only one top.
The one and only Chris Top.
The Chris Top program, only live on Spreaker.com.
Spreaker.com.
And a proud member of iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program.
This is our first show as a married couple.
Whoa, I guess you're right.
Dun, dun, dun!
So does that mean we're officially married now?
Yes. We were officially married before.
Oh, that's true. That's very,
we didn't
very
need to do the show to make it official.
Yeah, I wish everybody could have come to the thing. It was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
And it was nice being surrounded by friends and people that love us. And
I
stuff
wouldn't
like
change
that.
a thing about it. It was perfect.
It was perfect.
I get giddy thinking about it.
Now, what was your high point aside from the end, aside from the marriage and the proposal and all that?
Everything. I liked being around all the people. I liked how they pumped me up, and I was just like, ah, yeah!
You were pretty pumped, I would have to say, during the whole event. You had people dabbing, and what's the little thing where you hold up your fingers?
May the odds be... It's called the Mockingjay Salute.
Yeah?
It's the Mockingjay Salute. It's from the Hunger Games.
And you had, like, young people, old people, everybody doing it.
And that made me feel so good. I was like, dude, I have some kind of a gift. I have the gift to inspire.
I don't know. I mean, it was something.
Maybe, you know. I inspired people to dab. If I can get people to dab for me, what else can I do?
Set things on fire for you. Would you use your power for evil or for good?
Define good and define evil.
There's a gray area.
There really is.
Right? Well, my high point, and I'm going to play that in just a moment, but my high point, aside from the end, would have been your speech, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
I thoroughly enjoyed giving it.
Because you got everybody pumped, man.
I was getting like, what is it? Not pumped, but like, I don't know. Like
adrenaline rush?
Adrenaline rush off the people. Like it was, the more people that are in the room, the more loud my voice gets and the more dramatic my hands gestures
There were only
get.
10,000 people there.
Only 10,000 people.
And it's cool because we didn't even plan this, but when you were done, then Devin gets up and sings that song, I'm a Fighter. Or I don't even know if that's the name of it, but it was really good. And it kind of fit in with it.
Ow!
Now, before I play Allie's speech, I do want to give Crowd Music a little bit of FaceTime. And this was the presentation they made at the award ceremony.
So I have been told that I am to introduce two gentlemen to you tonight. I've had the privilege and honor of working with these guys for the past few months at Crowd Music. Crowd Music is pretty amazing and it's very, very, very exciting, especially for artists, but also for consumers of music, which is great. So Chris is nice enough to let us kind of talk to you guys about it a little bit. So I'm going to bring up the founders of Crowd Music tonight for you guys to listen to because they are amazing guys and they're kind of geniuses with what they've come up with. So without further ado, David Browning and Mike Castronova, if you guys want to talk for a couple minutes about what Crowd Music is.
Pay attention, everyone. You might have to
Let's go mess it up.
Hey, thank you all for coming out. It's very interesting hearing many of the same stories out of all of these artists. New music that you're bringing out, and sadly, that you're charging so little for it. And that's what Crowd Music's all about. We figured out a new pay structure where it benefits you as artists, but it also helps the songwriters, producers, engineers that work on your projects, session musicians, and now even your fans. So what we're doing is, listen, we're taking all the money at the top of labels, millions spent on promoting artists and getting them out there, but why not pay your fans to do this? They already adore you, they love you, they talk to other friends and make them fans of your music. Why don't they get compensated for it? And that's what Crowd Music's all about. I'm going to let Mike take it.
Hey, you all are supporters of music, right? Do music a favor. This is not for me. I didn't start a business to make money. I started a business to help the artists and the performers and the songwriters out there. Go to our website, go to crowdmusic.com, sign up. You're going to pay a small fee to get involved in this. You're going to make a ton back personally, but the artists are going to get paid. And I just encourage you, go there for the personal side of it. There's an opportunity page and an income calculator. Just plug in the numbers. It'll blow your mind when you see what you can make at this. But look through the website as well as I can encourage you to do, because it's really something that's going to really change the music industry. Music in the past few years has been devalued. I don't have to tell you guys all that. It says right on the front page of our website, we value music and we value those who share that same belief. So check it out. Thanks for being here tonight, and let's just get back to music.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, and that's Crowd Music, and I think it's a really good thing. And I don't care if you sign up under the Chris Top program or not. I mean, it would be cool if you did, but I really am okay if you just go in and sign up under whoever. But just because I want to see these artists actually make some money instead of making nothing or a few cents here and there, and doing the things that they love, because it's important that they continue to put out this great music and entertain us, and they follow those dreams.
Mm-hmm. It's about time for their passions to be paid off.
Yeah, I think that was pretty good.
Ooh.
That was okay.
What do you mean?
It was okay.
Ugh!
It was all right.
I rage quit.
Okay, I promised them. I promised everybody we'd play your speech.
But you lied.
That's yeah. So we're not going to do it today. Oh, I just lost the file. Dang it! It's gone. Yeah, but we're going to play Allie's speech, and she actually went on right after Crowd Music, and she just had the whole audience just all riled up and having a great time. But you got to hear this. I was so proud of you. I was so proud of you in the speech. She called him Manny Cabo.
Manny Cabo.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, Allie, woo!
None of you are talented, none of you are going to make it, and none of you are worth watching. Wrong! These are the lies people tell you. Your friends, your family, your co-workers. Who are these people? These people are not your friends. They suck. Get rid of them. I'm serious. You're all laughing, but I'm serious. These people are bitter people who let life circumstances dictate their outcome. See, I'm talking to somebody. Can I get an amen in this room? I'm talking to somebody tonight. These people expect you to have realistic goals. Like, what is that? You want to be a plumber? Like, what is that? I'm serious. You gotta do what you want to do. These people had dreams too, but they're bitter because, like I said, they let life circumstances dictate their outcome. They came in here with this attitude. Look, this is me. I have the cult of personality. I shouldn't have to work for anything that I want. But guess what? That's so wrong. You guys, the difference between them and you is you know that you have to work for it. You have to flip the burgers. You have to unclog the toilets. You have to do the most unglamorous work to pay for your own bills and sometimes to pay for your own passions, but you are doing it. The difference between them and you is they're bitter people who work these jobs and they hate themselves. They look in the mirror and they absolutely hate themselves. But you guys are actually doing it. every time you take that breathtaking photo, every time you open the door to a business, every time you get up on that stage and sing, every time you act your heart out, you are making it in this world. And I am so proud of you people. I'm so proud of you. In all these interviews we do, all these shows, we hear tales of sacrifice, people who have gave up their entire lives, people who have left their countries to come here to Nashville to pursue their dream. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing to me. So keep working on being awesome. Don't quit. Give it every ounce you got. And encourage other people if they've got a dream. Everybody's got a dream. You may have put it in a storage closet somewhere, but everybody's got a dream. And there's nothing too big to accomplish. If you have the heart for it, the passion is the most important thing. Anything you do, put passion into it. You love it, it's yours. Prove those people wrong. Keep working on being awesome. May the odds be ever in your favor.
And she did the hand gesture when she said, may the odds be in your favor, and then she, in case you couldn't hear the last part, she actually dabbed.
While I'm up here, I might as well dab.
You might as well. You know, that's what I think. Sometimes when
soul
I'm hanging out somewhere, I just dab.
felt right.
Yeah.
When I gave that speech, like it's very few times in life where my soul will just feels right. But when I was giving that speech, I was like, you know, I was meant to do that at that moment. My soul felt right.
Well, it was really good. I was super impressed with your speech.
You know, I was kind of proud of myself too.
Yeah, you should have been. You should have been. And for me, that was, you know, not to put any of the artists down or anything, but I mean, that was like my favorite part of the evening, aside from.
I ought to make more speeches sometime.
Well, it's nice when we have a setting like that and we have a captivated audience and like-minded people and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And it's I don't know, it was just nice. I wasn't expecting
You
that. I
weren't
didn't know what to
expecting
expect.
that, were you,
I didn't know what to expect. To be honest with you. Okay, so when we come back, we'll play the clip of the surprise proposal and marriage and all that good stuff. I think most people have probably seen it now.
You know, everybody that listens to the show knows we're married, so it's not really a
yeah,
secret.
pretty much. You know, I was thinking for next year's WABA Awards, I was thinking I might go ahead and put a song in myself and possibly walk away with several WABA Awards of my own.
You think that's a good idea?
I think that's a good idea. I mean, it's our show. There's nothing in there that says, you know, if you know, that we're disqualified because we are part of the Chris Top program. Because we make up the rules. So, I mean, I could probably get away with it.
I mean, it's got to be a really good song, though. Like,
I think so.
Like
I mean,
jaw-dropping good.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I could probably win at least 6 categories, maybe 7, probably 5.
We'll see,
I got to be modest.
Music that will change your soul.
Is my music life-changing? Yeah. Yes, it is life-changing. It will make people do great things, possibly even fly.
I mean, this guy is a world-famous broadcaster, and next thing we know, he's hanging with T-Pain out in the green room. This guy don't stop.
No, this guy can't afford to stop. There are too many women out there that need to feel empowered, and that's what my music does.
The vocals, nobody can touch it. Lyrically, it's almost like it was written by Moses.
No, it's not just about booties bouncing. It's about life. It's about death. It's about every single thing we take for granted.
For me, it's about love and harmony.
The greatest song of all time? I don't know.
Booties Bounce is the greatest song of all time.
Yeah, Chris Top in the house. Dorks of the world unite, y'all. Oh, yeah, boy. Here we go. I like to watch them booties bounce, them booties bounce. Oh, I like to watch them booties bounce, 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 bounce. I like to watch them booties bounce, them booties bounce, 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 bounce. Oh yeah, Dorks of the world unite. Life is good. Peace out.
But that's the thing about Chris Top. He wasn't just a one-trick pony.
Obviously, Booties Bounce was a #1 hit for me. That put a lot of pressure on me going back into the studio.
How can someone write 2 songs to end all songs? It's not even possible.
Well, I wanted the second song to be totally different, but I wanted it to be equally as empowering.
I would set myself on fire and jump off a building for Chris Top.
Oh yeah, I love the fans. They're the reason I do what I do. After months and months in the studio, we finally came out with it. Our second #1 hit.
Yeah. Yo, this is Chris Top in the house. Laying down the smack for the second time. That's right, my bitches. This one's called Boobies Bounce. Yeah, here we go. I like to watch them boobies bounce. Them boobies bounce, bounce, bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce. I like to watch, I like to watch, I like to watch them boobies bounce, 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 bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce. Them boobies bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce, 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 bounce. Those to the world unite, yo, yo. I'm out.
Thanks to Chris Top, women around the world are not afraid to let their boobies bounce.
It's really cool. I'll walk into a club somewhere and people just start singing the lyrics to me. I don't even know how they memorized them that fast.
Boobies bounce.
Do I feel like a god? No. No, I don't.
Chris Top is a god.
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely go back to broadcasting. But for now, I just want to enjoy the limelight.
And watch your booties bounce.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
So there you go. I think I have a shot, possibly, for maybe 5 or 6 WABA awards. Who knows?
I was jamming to it.
Yeah. I think most people would.
I stood up from my seat.
Oh, after Skylar heard Lyrical Playhouse today, she said that she would buy a mini EP of my Lyrical Playhouses.
Ooh, dang. This is getting serious.
Yeah, we've already sold 1 copy of our CD that we haven't even released yet.
Yeah.
We haven't even made it yet. It was just one of those passing thoughts.
It's a
and we've already sold
pre-order.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll just consider it as a pre-order.
Pre-order.
I should release my hit single called Singing Really Bad.
Ooh, we could put that on there.
Right. We could put like a whole list of goofy
And then
songs
maybe a
on
Christmas
it.
album, like following up with that, possibly. Yeah, who knows?
I'm in.
Yep. Did you say I'm in or I'm in?
Both.
Okay.
I'm in.
You were quite the preacher during your speech.
Preach it.
Yeah. Somebody actually accused me of dating a preacher when you were doing it. Yeah. He walked by. It was Devin's dad. He goes, "You didn't know you were dating a preacher, did you?"
That makes me feel so good.
He didn't really sound like that. He's actually from the north, but yeah. Anyway.
You wanted to sound all legit.
Yeah. So I want to go over the winners from the WABA Awards before we play the surprise. Manny Cabo, and that's pretty much it. Okay, now we can move on.
Manny Cabo.
No, he won 3 awards. 3 of the top award. Well, I guess everybody won a top award. That was good. That was good, right? So, top photographer, top artist, and top fans went to Manny Cabo, and he barely got a chance to eat because every time he took a bite, he had to come back up again.
He got yelled at by Randy.
Yep, he did. And you don't want to get yelled at by Randy.
He will hunt you down.
He will. He made that statement, actually. I think he stole that from you.
I love that he did that. That added cool points to the day.
And another one of our winners, Donnie Lee Strickland.
Whoop, whoop.
He got top song for My Kind of Woman.
My Kind of Woman.
Yeah, you and Ashley did a good job.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Announcing all the winners.
It was a lot of
winners.
fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
The top video went to Deja Vu.
Deja Vu.
Deja Vu is the name of the song.
Deja Vu.
Two-way crossing.
Deja Vu.
She loses her mind sometimes. Two-way crossing, top video for Deja Vu. And moving on.
Deja Vu.
Top dork went to Kimmy Luley. And she
Woohoo.
actually sent us a picture because her and her mom couldn't make it to the award ceremony. So she sent us a picture of her in her WABA shirt and her award.
Aww.
So it's actually on my Twitter.
Yay.
Yeah, if you want to go and check that out at Chris Top Program.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got the top fan of the Chris Top Program, Cody Murphy.
Boom.
And there's a picture of him on the website with his award. He sent me that picture. I would have taken the red eye out because Cody normally doesn't have red eyes like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't sleep a lot.
Maybe.
And maybe that's why he has red eyes, possibly. But I was really happy that Cody Murphy won that award for sure. And then top management went to Nashville Entertainment Weekly. And they were also there doing the videotaped red carpet interviews and stuff like that after the award ceremony, which was a lot of fun.
Faux show.
When we had our wedding cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Randy said those were delicious.
They were delicious. They were like, oh, yeah.
They were good.
Hallelujah, praise Jesus.
They were really good. And we were talking about Craig earlier, Across the River Productions. They took top producer. And oh, and I didn't tell you this, but Chandler's actually scheduled for the show.
Oh.
I did that today. She's going to come on the show Wednesday the 28th.
All right.
So we're going to have her on the show at 6 p.m. on Wednesday the 28th. And I'll start posting stuff about that either tonight or maybe tomorrow. But we need to promote that for sure. She was so excited, too, and it was genuine when she came up on stage. I mean, I thought she was going to cry, but her voice was, kind of shaky, and I love that. I love that she was that excited about winning the award. And she should have been, because she got several thousand votes.
I like that kind of passion.
Yeah, she did. She got several thousand votes for top songwriter, and that's Chandler Wally. So keep your eyes out for her. She's a little bitty, too. Mm-hmm. She comes up, she says she's married, and I'm like, bruh, I thought you were a lot younger than that. I didn't want to say how old I thought she was. I don't want to make her mad at me. But
she could be a jockey.
She looks tiny.
She could be a jockey.
She could be a horse jockey. She could. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
See, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know horse talk.
You need to. You need to talk to
talk to horses?
Nitty Gritty. He knows about his horses.
Nitty Gritty was all about those horses, man. You should go back and listen to that interview that we did
and so
with
was,
him.
what was it, his nephew?
I called him Little Nitty.
Yeah, he was all about horses,
No,
too.
Lil Nitty.
Lil
Nitty. But yeah, every question I asked, it had horse in the answer. So you should go back and listen to that. It was funny. It was fun.
It was funny.
But I mean, he's really passionate though about the horses, so I'm not gonna knock him for it. But it made me laugh. Okay, now we're gonna play the surprise proposal.
Yes.
And then we just shift it right into wedding. What was it like for you? Well, okay, I'll ask you this question now. We'll answer it after it's done. But what was it like for you to have like the shortest engagement in the universe? Like, it's like, will you marry me? And then it's like, let's get married now. So you were only engaged for maybe 10 minutes.
Maybe, not if even that.
Yeah, so we'll get Allie's answer to that question after this.
I mean, this is the last category. Give it all you got.
This is actually the last award. Let me Manny Cava. And that was for top fans. I'm going to see if I can fast forward a little bit. Now, if you want to go back and watch this video, like I said, it's on my personal page and on the Chris Top Program Facebook page. You can see the whole thing.
I honestly, I was on your side on this.
And hang on, and you really need to see the entertainers perform because they were all just exceptional.
They were so lit.
And I wasn't going to do this, but I told everybody what my favorite performance was of the whole night, and that was when Craig went on. Just because I think Manny joined him and Devin joined him, and it was just a lot of fun to watch.
That was he gave me goosebumps a little bit, so that was good.
Yeah, and Craig doesn't have the best voice of the night, but he's a great lyricist. I'm not saying his voice is bad, but I mean, in comparison to some of the other voices, it's not as pretty,
Mm-hmm.
But he's fun to listen to, and I've probably watched that and listened to that more than any other performance. And it was just a lot of electricity. He's a great entertainer.
Indeed, he is.
Yeah, and I don't know. It kind of goes back to something that Manny said. It's not about having the best voice. Nobody has the best voice, but it's about how you are you or something.
Yeah.
I'm not good at Mannyisms.
Yeah. Well, because you're Chris Top.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah, but it made a lot of sense. So let's see if I can fast forward this just a little bit. It's kind of hard to do when you get this close. Let's see where we're at.
I mean,
I want to advise every artist in here, we are nothing.
We'll just listen to part of Manny's speech here.
That support us on our social media, without the people that buy our records, without the people that buy our tickets, and unfortunately, in this day and age era, a lot of amazing mainstream artists, which I refuse to name, that always forget that. And that's one of the things I love about crowd music here, because it's a chance for me to finally say, guys, thank you. I'm done, but I want to give back to the community that actually got me here standing in front of all of you today. So thank you to all the bands, and this is actually my favorite award tonight. I'm just humbled and honored to be a winner of this thing.
Chris Top got something to say. Give it up for
The
Chris
chat was just going
Top.
crazy.
You're a
So embarrassing.
I was saying the chat was going crazy though too, and like Manny was on and giving his speech. Just his fans love him to death, and they are totally there to support him all the time. But anyway, here we go.
So embarrassing. I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out tonight. This is all about having fun, having a good time, networking, and that's really what it is. And when you guys are here, I really feel like I've got family in the room. Like there's just a whole room full of family here with me, and I love each and every one of you guys. I really, really do. There's a personal, very personal connection that I have with all of you. And when I say that, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I really, really do. Speaking of personal connections, we've been doing this for how long?
4 years. We've been doing it for 4 years.
So this is our fourth one together. So this is a pretty special deal for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big thing for us. So actually, I've got 2 questions to ask you tonight. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Are you prepared?
I don't know. It depends on the questions you gotta ask me.
Does it feel really good or feel really bad?
It's over there playing music. I'm scared.
Allie, will you marry me? I'm not done. I have one more question for you. So you're probably prepared for anything now, right? Will you marry me right now? Okay, Courtney, where's Courtney at? Okay, Courtney, will you take Allie down to the front?
I sure will.
Okay. All right. Okay, you're going to come back, I promise. We're not done yet. Okay, Kevin?
Yeah.
I think I forgot to do that, didn't I?
Do what?
All right. So, Kevin, you got that going?
It's been going.
Okay, good. Kevin's my best man. Eileen, come on up. I've been planning this for 9 freaking months. Okay? Thank you guys for not blowing it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tina Turner right here, everybody. Right here. Okay, so Eileen is going to actually perform the ceremony. We got till 7:30. You notice we ended early today for a reason, right? So Eileen's going to perform the ceremony. Kevin's my best man. Randy's going to walk Allie up as soon as the bouquet is ready and all that good stuff. Now, after we're done, I've got my boutonniere on the way as well. So when we're done, if you guys want to go out to the red carpet for some wedding cupcakes, we'll have those out there as well. And I do want pictures with all of you, so we could be there for a while. But this is the right place and the right time to do this because you guys are family. And when I say this, I mean this. And I think, now, next year this is going to be pretty hard to top. So if anybody wants to get married here next year, please call me. Call me. All right? I think Elena's looking. So, okay. All right, Craig, are we ready down there, guys? Okay, so Craig, I'll let you take it away, buddy. might mess something up, okay? Don't laugh at us.
First, I'd like to say thank you for letting me do this for you, Chris.
Well,
Allie.
out there. Yeah.
This close? I'm really loud.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. We are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts that love each other. Today we have the privilege of witnessing the union of Chris and Allie, two amazing people that truly deserve each other. If there is anyone present who has just cause to say why this couple shouldn't be united, please speak now.
I will hunt you down.
Yes, my girl deserves it. Yes, now.
Who gives this woman away today?
I do.
Okay. We have come together to witness the joining of these two lives. For them, the extraordinary has happened. For them, love has happened. They met, fell in love, and are finalizing it today. Romance is fun, but true love is what we are celebrating here today. The ring is a symbol of unbroken love. No beginning, no end. May this ring always remind you of the vows you have taken. Now these were the vows, okay? You're going to repeat after me. Just want to make sure I'm on the right page because I don't want to mess this up. All right. Chris, I take thee, Allie.
I take thee, Allie.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
In sickness and health.
In sickness and in health.
For richer or poor.
For richer or for poor.
In joy and sorrow.
In joy and sorrow.
I promise my love to you.
I promise my love to you.
And with this ring.
And with this ring.
I take you as my wife.
Let's take this one off. Is this the right one?
I take you as my wife.
I take you as my wife.
For as long as we both shall live.
For as long as we both shall live.
All right. Allie, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I take you, Chris.
I take you, Chris.
To be my husband.
To be my husband.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
For richer, for poor.
For richer, for poor.
In joy and sorrow.
In joy and sorrow.
I promise.
I promise.
To love you.
To love you.
And with this ring.
And with this ring. Oh, cool. So with this ring.
I take you.
I take you.
As my husband.
As my husband.
For as long as we both shall live.
For as long as we both shall live.
All right. And this is the closing because we're going to make this short and sweet. It will take commitment to hold true the journey you are both about to go down today. May your love guide you for the rest of your lives. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You make me the bride.
So there you go. That was the ceremony, and the video actually went on for a little bit longer. It's just a lot of noise, people hugging and talking and stuff like that.
Yes.
But did you ever go back and read the chat? What was going on? What people were saying?
I don't think I have. No.
Yeah, Lori says, "Holy cow! What? She better say yes." And then Latin Groove congratulated us. He said, "Oh, congrats, guys, on your engagement." He may have turned it off after that because he didn't say anything else about the actual wedding. And then we got an OMG, no way getting married now, Chris. And then Mary said, "Congratulations, Chris. Love is a many splendored thing, beautiful ending, and a brand new beginning." Lori said, "This is the best surprise Facebook Live ever. Thank you, Chris, for sharing your special moment with us." And happy tears. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. Some of the stuff they said.
Really was.
Yeah. So it was a big surprise for you.
Yeah. And I mean, to me, the greatest words to describe it would be for me like it was a thrill ride. I was beaming ear to ear the entire time, and for a long time I knew that I wanted to be with you for the rest of my life. But when I was standing there and it was actually happening, it was like I was in a really good dream and I did not want to wake up. But I was in a constant thrill ride, and every time I see that video, I just relive that again. And it's wonderful and it's beautiful and magical, and I'm so glad to be married to you. I would not want anyone else in the world.
Oh, that makes me feel good. And I feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't want to be married to anybody else.
Oh,
I was telling everybody.
I'm the feels right now.
I don't know if I could still do the things that I'm doing, too, if I was married to anybody else, because you are totally involved with me. You're my partner on many different levels, not just, not to belittle it, but not just the marriage, but, and my passion.
Even if we didn't share the same passions, I would still support you 100%.
And I know you would, and I appreciate that. But we make such a good team.
We do.
I couldn't imagine doing the show without you. It's just you're a big part of it now.
Oh,
almost as big of a part as I am. Almost.
The feels. I mean, you can't have the Chris Top program without the man, the myth, the legend, the radio god, the man you wished you could be, but will never be. Chris frickin' Top.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's the least I could do.
Yeah. So Jennifer just posted some more pictures as we're doing the live broadcast here. Pictures of her dabbing with you.
Yes.
On the red carpet, and then there's a group picture of us on there as well. I hope more people send us pictures from the event that you took. So if you get an opportunity, just tag us on Facebook and share them with us, because we love getting the pictures. We took the ones that we had and we downloaded them onto the little digital screen that we have in the living room. It's kind of cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I like walking by and seeing the pictures.
It's super cool.
It is super cool. Thank you for that. And Jennifer actually she made her profile picture with the background on there.
That's pretty darn lit.
I thought it was pretty darn lit, too.
Darn lit.
Yeah.
Darn
lit. You looked beautiful, too, walking down the
shucks.
aisle. Absolutely gorgeous. And it took you a while to pick that dress out, too.
Yeah. And even at first, it wasn't my favorite choice, but...
Yeah. Now, had you known that dress was for your wedding, you think you would have done something different?
I would have picked a white one.
But aren't you kind of glad now, though, that you didn't? I mean, it all worked out, and I couldn't imagine you any other way.
Oh.
Yeah. And you know what I like about the dress, too? And this just kind of dawned on me today. But it's almost like a 1920s kind of style.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so you're almost like a little flapper. You should have done the Charleston. So that should have been your thing. Instead of the dab, you should have broke out in the Charleston.
More, I guess, modest than a flapper girl.
Maybe so.
I had to have a little bit more class.
But we sure do appreciate everybody for listening. You got anything else, or are we good?
Nothing, no life sayings are coming into my mind right now.
Okay,
so.
okay. You can save the speech for later.
Sayings.
Yeah. But we do appreciate all of you for listening. And I say this on every show that we do. And I do that, I repeat it all the time, because I mean it. We don't take you for granted. We will never, ever take you for granted. I promise you that. Because there's a million other things you could do, but you chose to listen to us. Makes us feel pretty damn good. So until we broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good. We're gone.
Maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time for an acronym.
2, 3, 4.
WNBA, working on being awesome every day, spreading love across the USA. Hey, hey.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We all want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we've lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We've developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The internet, the smartphone have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that make men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators will die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Brothers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you and enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you as cattle, as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not a machine. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Brothers, don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke, it is written, "The kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you." You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then, in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give men a chance to work, that will give you the future in old age and security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill their promises. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Brothers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite.
This has been a Chris Top production.